Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Rachel, does Mikey Garcia really have a chance against Errol Spence?
I feel a little divided on the issue because I really want it to be an exciting competitive fight. But I have nothing to base that on with Garcia coming up. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen him fight another welterweight, so it's really hard for me to say against somebody like Spence, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I was looking at Spence's record today. He's won something like his last 11 fights by knockout. And that's significant to me because this is his lowest weight class, Spence. Like, he's a welterweight. And he's going to be a welterweight, and as he gets older, he can potentially move up. Um, and usually, if you look at a fighter's resume, you see a lot of knockouts in a row early, but then when they start getting into fighting contenders and are former champions or other title holders, then they'll start going rounds with people. But Spence has been stopping these type of folks. And so, to me, and if you look at Mikey Garcia, I love Mikey Garcia as a fighter. He's one of the pound-for-pound elites. I just don't see anything, any data, real data that suggests that he can win this fight. I don't see it. So I'm like you. It's a big pay-per-view. It's $75 here in the U.S. Um, so yeah, I want it to be competitive, a good fight. I like Mikey Garcia. We've been to a few of his fights
yeah, I
in the
like
past.
his work ethic. I
Like how he fights.
yeah, like him and his brother, like working together. Like, I think they've done really good things. They're a really good team. I mean, I love everything about Mikey Garcia.
Great guy.
I just wish that he would have, before this fight, maybe fought a couple other welters. Then I would feel more confident in throwing down $75
Yeah.
on this fight. This is a tough, fight for me to want to spend that kind of money on, Because I don't know if Garcia can come up and
Yeah, and it's
be
not.
effective.
This is completely different than the Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar De La Hoya situation for many reasons. One reason is that Oscar De La Hoya was old and at the end of his career, and Manny Pacquiao was still in his prime. These two guys are both in their prime. It's not coming up to fight like if Errol Spence was 40 years old, then okay, maybe. But that's not the case here. And then Mikey's not the same type of ridiculous athlete that Pacquiao was, right? So I don't know. I'm hopeful that he can carry good enough power up to welterweight, but we don't know that he can yet. We haven't seen it because he's going to need something. As good a boxer as he is, he's a great boxer, and he's going to be able to use his footwork and land counterpunches. That's not going to matter if you can't keep Errol Spence off you.
Yeah,
you have to land something hard enough to keep Spence off of him, and I don't know if he can do that. So when I look at that card, in a way it's exciting because it's a Fox pay-per-view, and it's the first one of its kind. So it's kind of a big deal in the sport here in the U.S. But at the same time, I'm like, this is the fight you guys picked? This is the fight you guys picked?
Like, it could be a total washout. Yeah.
With absolutely doing nothing to build the fight, right? Minimally, I would have liked to seen, kind of like when Oscar De La Hoya fought Bernard Hopkins, Oscar was moving up in weight, right? That they have a card that's Oscar fighting one guy, Bernard's fighting another guy, so something like that, where Mike is fighting a guy, Spence fighting a guy. You watch those guys fight, and then you're like, oh wait, these are going to fight next. And maybe it might more be like that. I could see Garcia doing some decent work in the fight against Spence. If you're trying to score rounds for Garcia, you're like, well, he's boxing well, and then eventually he's going to get knocked out. Right? I can really see that happen. I don't want to say that. I love Mikey Garcia, but I'm not sure that he is the type of athlete, and he's just good. He's done nothing. I mean, his resume is better than Errol Spence's resume. If you just look at
just at a lower weight class,
right? Just at lower weight classes, not at welterweight, not anything close at welterweight. He hasn't really even done that much at 140 pounds. So it's not like he's just cleaned out junior welterweight. Like he's.
And I will say that
he's a lightweight and below.
There's
that's his best work
about Mikey Garcia, that because he's taking this fight and says he's going to win, that I actually, I do want to believe him.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I trust, I followed, Garcia's career. When he says he can do this and his team around him, I trust this. They have not steered me wrong, and he's a really, really good fighter. But, it's a lot stacked up against
it. It's definitely a testament. You want fighters to be like Mikey Garcia. I definitely support a guy saying, hey, I can do this. I'm going to go do it. I'm going to test myself against the very best. We're coming off a generation of fighters like Floyd Mayweather who did not do that. And Mikey Garcia is doing that. Canelo Alvarez has done that and is doing that. And I love that for the sport. I'm just not sold on this being a great pay-per-view. I think,
Yeah,
especially
it's
for
really like you said it earlier, like, yeah, this is a risk for Garcia, but it's also a risk for fans. Those of us that don't have a ton of disposable income just to throw around on stuff, $75 is a lot for a fight that could just be completely one-sided.
and that you didn't build. And nothing, and like, I look back in the history of, remember when he started talking about Errol Spence? Mikey's team was like, no, we're not going to let him do that. So, like, I don't think even they are totally sold. I mean, obviously, once you sign the fight, you're working. I'm sold now. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know if it's. I don't understand this being their first pay-per-view. It's a problem that I have with PBC on Fox or PBC in general, and this is a whole nother topic. But I think that I see style, a lot of great style, and not enough substance in what they do. I'd like to see more substance from them. But hey, they're making millions of dollars. They got these smart people. Maybe they're right and I'm wrong. All for it because I want what's best for boxing.
Yeah.
And this would be great for boxing. What else I think is good for boxing is when people like, comment, and subscribe to our show. Yeah, we're the little guy. You know, we're like the punchy little. We're not even Mikey Garcia. We're more like I was thinking of myself as a boxing runner in general. I'm more like a mere Mansour, you know, where you're like, hey, that guy's still around. You know, what's he doing? Oh, you know, that's who we are. Like, comment, subscribe. Boxing needs Amir Mansours, and they need Kelsey McCarsons and Rachel McCarsons, and we're your best boxing friends, and we love you.